Hey, what's up, guys? So, as promised, I'm going to give you guys my experience of going to a VIP screening of The Last of Us HBO show to watch the first episode of the show. And where just HBO just knocked it out of the park to the event. So, first of all, thank you so much, HBO, for inviting me to this event. It's the first time I have ever gone to like an event like this, to a premiere. It was absolutely fantastic, and honestly, I appreciate it. And hopefully, there's more to come in the future when it comes to events and stuff like that. That will be absolutely awesome because I love just going to these things. And where I really want to give like my big thank yous more is to my supporters, people who have been basically supporting this channel since day one, 2 years ago since I started this channel, to the people that have been following me for a year or for 6 months or for a few days or a few weeks or whatever, or even for just a day. Thank you so much to every single one of you guys who has supported me, who has watched my videos, who has liked my videos, who has done everything they possibly could to just support me. It's because of you guys that HBO invited me to this event in the first place. You guys are the reason why my channel blew up, because you guys are literally going and watching my videos. You guys are the reason why I'm kind of known in the community, I guess. I don't know. It's just an absolutely and surreal experience to just being invited to, an event like this. And again, sorry, I'm basically, saying and repeating it. Thank you so much. It's because of you guys. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all the support, and I dedicate everything I get, everything I experience to you guys. Thank you again for just everything. You guys are the best. I love you so much, and hopefully you enjoy this video where I'm going to tell you guys, of course, my experience of going to this amazing event. So let's begin, of course, of me arriving to New York and going to directly to the hotel and then the event and stuff. First, I really thought I was going to be late to this thing because the plane tickets that I purchased was for 12:30 to leave 12:30 in Charlotte to arrive in New York around 2:25 or 2:30 p.m. and it got delayed by basically like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. So I really thought that I was kind of going to get late to the event, not like super late, but not get there, at a time that, I could be one of the first people in line, because that's basically what I wanted to do. I really wanted to be one of the first people in line. And I was just very scared. I had to literally, when I arrived to New York, I took an Uber, got something like really quick to eat, took the train to the city, and I literally made it to the hotel where my cousin was waiting for me, I think around like 5 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. And I actually wanted to be at the event at 5 p.m. So I still needed to change. I still needed to just fix myself up and all that stuff, change shoes and blah, blah, blah. So I was nervous. I was kind of sweating balls there. I was like, man, I'm going to get here late, because basically if you get to the event and you're in the back of the line and let's say the theater fills, and even though you have a reservation, you can't sit because the theater is filled, and oops, you can't do anything about it. You can only, experience the event but not experience the episode. So that was kind of my major concern. But thank God we made it to the event, early. At least I think it was like an hour and 20 minutes or 15 minutes early. There was not a lot of people there. Actually, the majority of people that was right there were basically, camera crews, a lot of security, just a lot of people decorating and just, putting the finishing touches to the decorations. And as you guys can see in the video, in the B-roll, the decorations were very, very nice, making it feel like The Last of Us. And as you can see, there's the sign of The Last of Us in the Angelika Film Center. In the background, you can see like the big truck, the big tank that the federal officers use, and basically the light that they use in part 1 to track you down when you're with Ellie and Tess running around the sewers and the pipes and stuff like that. It was just fantastic. And just the little details, the little decorations that they were putting, it all felt very nice. And then right there was this two people, right? One of them called Gotham Geek Girl, and the other one Desi Nerd. And they basically asked us like, oh, are you guys here for the event of The Last of Us? And I'm like, yeah, I'm actually I've been invited to this VIP screening. Have you been invited? And I was like, yeah, actually I've been invited to the VIP screening too. And ever since like that little small talk that we were having, we literally all hit it out. Like, it was absolutely fantastic just how fast and quick we just started talking, and just how fast I kind of made two cool friends at that point. And it was really nice. We started to talk for almost 2 hours just waiting in line, basically, being one of the first ones there. Basically, I was it was me, my cousin Nicole, and then Gotham Geek Girl and Desi Nerd, who were the first ones in line, actually. And we were just like, super excited that, we were there. They actually had the same thinking as me. Like, I want to get there as early as possible. We want to be one of the first people in line and just, be there because I don't want to miss it. I don't want to, not have any chairs to sit down in, whatever, We kind of, thought the same. And, we just hit it off like from the get-go. It was absolutely fantastic. And if you guys are interested in like following them or just seeing what they do with content, with their own content and stuff, the link to their profiles are going to be in the description down below, of course. Fantastic people. It made the night even better. We started to talk a lot about part 1, part 2, what these games mean to us. It was just so fantastic to meet people who just like what you like and just speak your language, to just completely geek out with like absolutely just not thinking about anything else, just to like have fun. That's the only thing that we wanted to do, just have fun, geek out, and just say whatever we wanted to say. It was just fantastic. Honestly, I really did feel like that just made the night even better, even more memorable in my opinion. And then of course, around, I think we were like around 6:37 at that point. Then they started to open the doors. They asked for our IDs, for our names, for the the registration that we did. They let us in. Security guards check us out, and then they give us the first merch of the night, which was this, of course, the Firefly pendant. And as you guys can see, they gave this to every single one of us who went inside. The camera's not really focusing. I don't know why. Come on, focus. There we go. That's the the Firefly logo. And then of course you have here the HBO original The Last of Us. So of course they gave us this, and what I needed to do. And as you guys can see in the pictures right here, I actually put it here and whatever. I had somebody else to help me because I really couldn't. I really couldn't do it myself. My head is too big. But yeah, it was like awesome that we got gifts like this, and I don't know, it's awesome, man. It's really awesome to just get merch like that, and it's just fantastic. So then we get into the event, and then we see all these tables, and these tables are filled with radios and just stuff that looks like a Firefly base, and that's basically the decoration. The whole floor was just decorated like if it was a Firefly base. We saw a table with like a big ass map, and then there was like these actors acting as Fireflies, and they came to us and they pulled us over, and they're like, hey, so have you seen any clickers around here? Can you pinpoint in the map where have you seen any clickers? And I'm like, yeah, around the Boston area in the sewers. I saw some clickers. And then, the Firefly actress, comes and says like, are you bitten? Do you feel well? Or have you felt, like you're gonna cough or whatever, blah, 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 just asking me for the symptoms or whatever. And I'm like acting like, I don't know. I don't know if I feel bad. I'm okay, I guess. Huh? And then they're like, oh my God, he's coughing. Bring the reader, the little thing that they use to read if you're infected or not. And then they're like, oh no, he's okay. Well, you're okay, but make sure to go to this corner here where you see this flash, these flash and stuff. Just go there, and just to make sure you're gonna be okay. And they make us go there to where the flash are. And before they make us go there, there's these two Firefly actors that give us this box that says Fedra in it, and it's basically popcorn, and that was like a nice little detail. And then they put us to a point, to a section in the event where they're gonna make us take pictures with this either clicker or walker that is dead in the wall. And as you guys can see right here in this picture, I took this picture, and it was a nice picture. I really like it a lot. And the infected that is stick to the wall, that is dead in the wall, it really reminds me a lot about part 1, but more about Abby's section in part 2, when they get into the hotel before the arriving to the hospital, and the Rat King situation and stuff like that, where there was like a lot of infected that was in the walls, and that some of them, if you were walking a little bit too close to them, they actually come alive and try to attack you. So my cousin was, because she did play a little bit of part 2, she was like, oh my God, is that gonna become alive and scare the shit out of me and stuff like that. It was just hilarious and everything. We took the pictures, and it was fantastic. We leave the picture place and whatever, and we go downstairs, and before going downstairs, we see the graffiti wall basically giving this amazing quote that is very iconic in The Last of Us. And ever since I read that quote, I'm like, you know what, this whole event is absolutely fantastic, and I cannot wait to see more. I'm already having the night of my life. It's just fantastic. I'm going downstairs, and then there's this actor Firefly that starts like talking to us in like a very low voice, and he's like, shh, 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 down very careful. Literally, you guys have to be super quiet, and because if you're not quiet, you're gonna alert the clickers and they're gonna come and eat you guys. You have to be very careful. If you're gonna get beverages, make sure there's no infected there. And if you go to the bathroom, I want you guys to go check the bathrooms to see if there's any infected there. And of course, I went to the bathroom because I needed to fucking pee. And when I was actually peeing, there was this clicker sound that out of fucking nowhere just screams like, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like literally mid pee, and the clicker sound just comes out of nowhere from the ceiling. And I didn't get like super scared, but I was alerted. I was like, what the fuck? And when I heard that, I was like, wow. No wonder, like he was saying, like clickers or whatever is down here. Like that was basically the surprise. If you go to the bathroom and check to see if there's clickers, well, yeah, there's the sound of the clicker in the ceiling. And while you're mid pee, you're just like, what the fuck, you know? I can only imagine, you know, people who actually got super scared and were like mid pee and just like flashed their pee everywhere. That must be hilarious. And for those who had to clean that must have been an experience. But yeah, I got out of the bathroom. That right there, that little detail made the whole event just absolutely fantastic for me. It was like the cherry on top of what I already experienced, and I haven't even watched the episode yet. So then we go and watch the episode, and as you guys know in my first impressions video, the episode was absolutely fantastic. Of course, they make us, you know, put our phones in pouches, so, you know, nobody really, you know, can take pictures or videos to like leak it or whatever. And then when the episode ended, I remember just everyone going absolutely bananas, clapping, screaming, like, oh my god, this is amazing. A lot of people that were there that I started meeting, a lot of influencers, a lot of, you know, people that were invited, they were basically telling me like, wow, this is an amazing episode. And even some of them that did not even play the game and were invited to, you know, watch the show, they were like, wow, this is from a video game? Like, this is absolutely fantastic. What an amazing first episode. I cannot wait to watch more and stuff. And I even convinced one of them to buy the actual game for the PlayStation 5, the remake version. And they did. They just bought it on the spot. And it was just awesome to just really see. And look, guys, this whole experience was just fantastic. And just to really, you know, close out the event, they, you know, give us some cocktails, they give us little, you know, snacks to eat. You know, there was like, you know, these, you know, waiters, you're walking around, hey, do you want this, do you want that? Of course I drank as much as I could because, hey, free cocktails, free drinks, right? You gotta drink as much as you can. So it was fantastic. I didn't really get drunk, but I did get tipsy a little bit. And it was, you know, very, very fun. My cousin, who absolutely hated part 2, and, you know, like I said in my previous video, she didn't really, you know, enjoy part 2 or whatever. She told me like this whole event was absolutely fantastic, and that the first episode of the Last of Us HBO show was just perfection for her. And she really thinks that this episode is getting her back into the franchise and loving it again and stuff like that. So I am very happy that I took my cousin because she enjoyed the hell out of it. We drank a lot. We had so much fun. And even with the people that, you know, we recently met there, like Gotham Geek Girl and Desi Nerd and the other influencers that we were talking with and networking with, we, after the event finished, or at least, you know, when we all decided to leave, we went to like this cafe or bar or whatever, and we started talking about, you know, the event, the show, and we just started to just really click, all of us. It was really nice to just meet new people who loved the show, who some of them actually played the game and was talking to us about it, and some of them that didn't even play the game and enjoyed the episode and actually are interested in playing the game. Just a lot of stuff was really happening, and I was just very happy to just be in the mix of it, just to meet new people, to meet new perspectives, to just talk to people who like what I like. And that was just, for me, just kind of like the highlight of the night, just meeting people that like what you like, that give you that permission to just geek out and just be yourself. It was absolutely fantastic, and it's a night that I'm not really gonna forget. And again, thank you HBO just for making the event such a success. It really was fantastic. Honestly, to those in charge of this event, you guys did a fantastic job. You did your homework. You hired the right actors. Every single little detail, from, you know, the desks to the maps to the radios to just the environment, it all felt like it was an actual Firefly base, and it felt like if you strip that straight out of the game. And it really did feel like HBO cared to give an experience, to give an event for newcomers that could fall in love with this series, to fans who already love this series to just fall in love with it even more and just appreciate how, you know, everything is just done well, even to the minute detail, to, you know, the mega fans who are going to come the next day on January 12th, who were going to experience what I experienced. Like, they're going to be super happy to see that HBO did everything in their power to just make this event look, feel, and just be amazing. HBO, honestly, hats out to you guys. You did an amazing event, and it's an unforgettable experience for me, and hopefully we can do this again, hopefully in the future, if that happens. But honestly, guys, this is gonna be the end of, you know, my video of me, you know, telling you guys my experience for the VIP screening. It was fantastic. I'll give it a 10 out of 10 in my opinion. I enjoyed every single second of it. I drank as much as I could. It was great, and also the most important thing, I connected with people who absolutely loved The Last of Us, and even people who didn't like The Last of Us. It was just great to speak with them and just see their thoughts of the first episode. Everything was just fantastic, and it's a night that me, my cousin, and I know a lot of The Last of Us fans that were there are not going to forget. Thank you, HBO, for that again. Fantastic. Honestly, unforgettable. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and like the video if you haven't already, because it does help the channel out a lot. And also stay tuned for my non-spoiler review and my spoiler review that are going to come out very, very soon for the first episode of The Last of Us HBO show. Those are the videos where I am possibly going to collaborate with other creators, and hopefully you guys enjoy what is coming out very soon. Stay positive, stay safe, endure and survive, my friends, and I'll see you guys next time.